babies, ink, conspiracies, scandals, all that stuff, man. It's just a calm before a storm. Well, mine and her world that finally seems to be coming together with her new member of the family and the booming babies and the idea of creating new ink. It's just all coming together. Behind the scenes, some really terrible things are happening. We see the masterminds behind the entire incidents that have been happening in this season. They're just plotting and just planning, and these rich old nobles don't want to let go of their power, their influence, their money. So they're going to do whatever they can to stop this, no matter what it takes. Same time, we are distracted by the baby boom. Not only does mine have a brother, but it seems that Benio's brother Otto had their child born, and then even a baby coming to the orphanage as well. You have 3 babies in one episode. Something must be in the weather. Well, anyways, things seem to be going well. Babies, new life, new hope, but all at the same time can be very frustrating. I had my share of taking care of babies and the constant crying and the watching over, making sure they're not going to walk into anything dangerous or pick up something they're not going to put in their mouths. And to the point where you think work is less tiring than taking care of a baby, which a baby is work, but you know what I mean. At least one of them are getting paid. Now, as I digress on that situation, this type of mind in the babies, how she's trying to warm up to the baby. Even though she thinks babies are cute, I'm guessing in her past life, she didn't really deal with children or babies. Then she was just a librarian. All she did was read books all the time. So she didn't really have a chance to really interact with babies. As you can see, when she was messing with Camille and even Dirt, I think it was Dirt. I don't remember the baby orphanage baby's name, and every time she touched them, they would always cry. Always cry. Well, first of all, you don't always touch a baby on their head. First of all, you don't do that. They don't like that. You don't like that. If you don't like that, why do you think they don't like that? Try the hand or the belly or something. Hell, definitely the feet, but not the head, unless it's mandatory. It's very needed. But that's all I can say about that topic, So the baby kept crying until she showed her the picture book, so she's getting used to the babies and stuff. And then at the same time, she's trying to making colored ink. She decided to stick with making the picture books for the kids. It's best to keep it like that instead of being the adult books. If she made the books for the adults, that's when these ones start getting very, very dangerous. Even with the guild, trying to pass on responsibilities of what's going on with the ink association, meeting 2 new characters, Heidi and Joseph. I haven't heard someone named Heidi since the good old Shirley Temple movies, the Shirley Temple movies. And look, Shaito was saying grandfather, grandfather all the time. Movie. That's the only thing I remember that movie mainly. I remember other things, but mainly is her always saying grandfather all the time. Which is playing the movie Heidi, where she has no parents, so she lives with a grandfather she never knew she had, and the grandfather is very cold-hearted and distant, and he slowly opens up to her, and things happen in a way, a good old movie back in the day, along with the other movies she played in as well, which I remember. Shirley Temple is a freaking legend. But anyways, Heidi, definitely a Dutch name, I believe. So to see someone named Heidi, that makes you wonder what part of the map is the kingdom that Mine is living in is on. Is it Dutch related? It's hard to tell. But anyways, getting off that topic, they're learning to make ink. We also find out that Heidi is kind of like Mine, where their ideas go all over the place. When they see something, they have crazy ideas, and they want to go with those ideas, to the point where they leave everyone else in the dust, which is not a good thing, to the point where they need someone to watch over them, make sure they don't get ahead of themselves, like Lutz is with Mine. Seems like Yosef, her husband, to Heidi, as well. You know, these two unsupervised can mean very, very bad things. So they're in the place, you know, learning to make different colors, seeing which ones work and which ones don't. And they're getting along, seeing how finally Mind found someone who's just like her, which is nice. So things are going smoothly with the ink as well, and as for the babies, until the character arc that we're having with Delia and her worldview, where she just wants to become a mistress. Mind's trying to lead her away from that. Like, okay, let me give you this baby and let me show you there's other things out there than just being a mistress. So he's hoping she leads away from that and stop following the head priestess influence, because the dude is corrupted as hell. He's corrupted. So she's, you know, doing her thing, taking up the goat milk until she sees the baby with, I believe, the chicken pox. And to us, the chicken pox don't seem to be much for us. I think it's the chicken pox. I can't be sure. But back in the day, the common cold could kill a lot of people because they have that immune systems like we had. You know, you can't get on to the essentials that we have. We can eat all the things we need to keep our bodies in shape in a size of a tiny gummy now these days. It doesn't have to be a pill or a tablet. It can literally just be a gummy. Get all the nutrients we need for that day, for immune systems, hair growth, skin, all that stuff in just one gummy, which they had to go look for it and let alone make sure they have the perfect harvest for it or it would be in store. It was different back then, so things were a lot harder. So just getting that thing, the chicken pox, which to us is just as an excuse to stay out of work or school, to them it could be a sign of death because you know they have that modern medicine back in the day. Even though who knows, maybe their magical healing could help them. But again, not everyone could use magic, and magic is very expensive, especially magical tools, extremely expensive. So we'll have to see how that works out. So it leaves on a little worrying cliffhanger. So hope little baby's okay. I don't like seeing babies hurt. I don't think no one likes seeing babies hurt. If you did, well, you need to stop existing. That's all I gotta say about that. So anyways, that's like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon to subscribe to the background on anime. Signing out.